Story 3, Toy Trouble. Woody the Sheriff, Jessie the Cowgirl, and Buzz Lightyear, the Space Ranger, had always been a terrific team. They looked out for each other and for the rest of the toys in Andy's room. But things had changed. Andy had grown up and didn't have time to play with his toys anymore. Soon he would be leaving for college. What were the toys going to do? Woody wanted to stay at Andy's house. He knew that Andy would store the toys safely in the attic, but Jessie wasn't ready for the attic. She still wanted to play with kids. "What's important is that we stay together," said Buzz. When Jessie spotted a box of old toys in Andy's mom's car, she knew just what to do. The box was being donated to Sunnyside, the local daycare center. There'd be plenty of kids to play with there. Woody followed the other toys into the box. He tried to convince them to stay, but he was too late. Andy's mom got into her car and drove away. The toys were going to Sunnyside. When the toys arrived at the daycare center, a strawberry-scented bear named Lotso welcomed them with hugs. He introduced them to his friends and showed them the caterpillar room where they would be staying. Sunnyside seemed perfect. The toys couldn't wait to play with all the kids. Jessie was sure that coming there had been the right choice. Woody didn't feel the same way. He told his friends he was going back to Andy, with or without them. The toys wanted to stay, so Woody left alone. The toys were sad to see Woody go, but as he walked out the door, the classroom bell rang. Playtime was about to start. Unfortunately, playtime at Sunnyside wasn't what the toys had expected. The caterpillar room was for little kids who played rough with their toys. One kid used Jessie's hair as a paintbrush. Another used Buzz's head as a hammer. Ouch! "Andy never played with us like that," cried Rex. The toys were upset. Why couldn't they be in the butterfly room with the older kids? "I'll go talk to Lotso about moving us to the other room," said Buzz. But the door was locked. They were trapped. Luckily, Buzz spotted a way out. He quickly climbed through an open window. Jessie and the other toys watched as he dropped into the hallway. The toys waited and waited, but Buzz didn't return. Jessie was starting to think that coming to Sunnyside hadn't been such a good idea after all. Soon, Lotso arrived. Jessie told him that she and her friends needed to go home. "Here's the thing," Lotso said. "You ain't leaving Sunnyside." "Oh yeah? Who's gonna stop us?" asked Jessie as she headed for the door. Suddenly, Jessie came face to face with Buzz, who blocked her path. "Buzz, you're back!" shouted Rex as he ran to greet his friend. But instead of hugging Rex, Buzz tackled him. Then Buzz knocked all of Andy's toys to the floor. "Prisoners disabled, Commander Lotso," said Buzz. "Commander Lotso? What was going on?" "Buzz, what are you doing?" Jessie cried. "Silence, minions of Zurg. You're in the custody of the Galactic Alliance," said Buzz. Lotso had done something to Buzz. He thought he was a real space ranger. Buzz locked the toys up in metal cubbies. It was a toy prison. Woody was gone, and now Buzz didn't recognize his friends. Jessie knew that she'd made a terrible mistake bringing her friends to Sunnyside. But the next day, Woody came back. He had realized that he'd made a mistake too. He shouldn't have left his friends. "From now on, we stick together," said Woody. The toys had to get Buzz back and get out of Sunnyside. Working together, the toys captured Buzz. They managed to reset him so that he was their friend again. Escaping from Sunnyside was going to be trickier, but Andy's toys made a great team. They sneaked past Lotso's security. All they had to do was make it through the trash chute and they'd be free. But when the toys slid down the trash chute, Lotso and his gang were waiting for them. The mean bear would never let them leave Sunnyside. He wanted to keep them there to play with the little kids in the caterpillar room. "Why don't you come back and join our family again?" Lotso said. "This isn't a family, it's a prison," cried Jesse. "I'd rather rot in this dumpster than join any family of yours." As Lotso's gang surrounded Andy's toys, Woody and Buzz stepped forward and stood by Jesse's side. No matter what happened, the toys would face it together. But Lotso's gang didn't grab Andy's toys. They turned against Lotso. The Sunnyside toys had realized that Jesse was right. Lotso had made the daycare a toy's worst nightmare. They weren't going to listen to him anymore. Suddenly, a garbage truck arrived. When it picked up the dumpster, Andy's toys fell into the truck. Now they had a new problem. They were headed for the city dump. At the dump, the toys were dropped onto a giant conveyor belt, headed right for a scary incinerator. This time, Andy's toys stuck together. They helped each other and made it out safe and sound. Then the toys sneaked onto another garbage truck and rode all the way to Andy's house. Back home, Woody, Jesse, and Buzz were as happy as ever. The toys didn't know yet what the future had in store for them, but they knew in their hearts that as long as they stuck together, everything would work out just fine.